Hello everyone and welcome back to another Bloodborne the board game. I was going to say battle report, but that doesn't really apply to these. Campaign playthrough. Last time we just did a standalone chalice dungeon to kind of get a taste for combat, try and spot anything that might be done incorrectly. And since then, actually played through the entirety of this particular campaign online with a couple of friends, which has also helped kind of get to grips with how the game proceeds. The rulebook, which we have here, it says you can do the campaigns in any order, but it recommends starting with the long hunt, which is what we're going to do. So we'll get in close once we're actually ready to start playing. This is just kind of like an overview, and I know there's a weird glare there. I'm actually not sure where that's coming from because I don't see any glare there at all. We're still playing as the Burial Blade Hunter with the scythe and a bog standard hunting pistol. His starting deck is back to being normal because this is starting fresh. The Hunter's Dream has randomized cards drawn for leveling up, and the scenario dictates what enemies will be used for the long hunt, which we can look at if we come over here real quick and hopefully get this in focus. So the Hunter's Mob, Hunter's Minion, Scourge Beast, we saw them because I picked those for the Chalice Dungeon so I could get used to how they play. Also hopefully got enough miniatures painted up. Might not. I've got 2 minions, 1 mob, 3 Scourge Beasts. That might not be enough painted up. We'll have to make do, might have to use some unpainted. I did say I wanted it entirely painted before playing this scenario, but I couldn't wait. So there's the tiles I have to include. They're in the deck, and then we flip it over. At the start of the hunt, you reveal card 1. If you end a move in the Courtyard lamp tile, you reveal card 5. If you end in the Occupied House tile, reveal card 8. If you end a move in the Ransacked House, reveal card 12. And those are all potential cards you can find there. So I'll put this to one side. You don't need to see that, but that's something I need to keep track of. And we do need to read both the introduction and card 1 for the long hunt. Of the monsters created by the Beast Plague, the Scourge Beasts are the most reviled. Once humans, these terrible monstrosities are fast, agile, and lethal. As of late, more and more of these beasts have been appearing in central Yharnam, and thus we have been tasked with discovering the source of their increasing numbers, as well as eliminating as many as possible. So again, that also gets put to one side. I guess the chapter thing can actually get put on the chapter thing of the Hunter's Dream. There's a space for it, which I forgot. So we do have to immediately read card 1, which will be our main quest. Let's get this in focus. Source of the Scourge. We must take to the streets of central Yharnam. The number of Scourge Beasts grows, and we must leave no area unchecked and uncleaned. We should also gather what information we can from the surviving townsfolk. Perhaps they can grant us insight, there's the word, into the cause of the sudden infestation. So as I say, we played through the entirety of this campaign online, me and a couple of friends. By the time we were done, we had like 17, 18 cards we never saw, so that just shows you things do play out differently depending on your decisions and what insight missions you do. So anyway, end a move on the central lamp tile after you've collected at least 2 insight. So in other words, go back to where we start once we've done 2 side quests. So that is just an active quest in play. I'm not sure where I can put this, that you'll still be able to see it. You'll just have to trust me. I'll put it to one side. And that's all the cards we need to read for now. So we'll get in closer and get started. So here is our hunter, the Burial Blade Hunter, complete with painted lamp, only one of them, on the central tile. Sorry, shouldn't have moved into the side, but I want to show the lamp. He is in the central tile and we are ready to start. So I am drawing my first hand of our just basic deck again. All the special cards we got in the Chalice Dungeon are gone. So we've got to draw a clear with a dodge and a basic. Those are not in focus because I'm zoomed in. Again, we'll zoom out as more of the map becomes available to us. So we need to move to start with. I'll discard the draw in order to do that, and we're going to go south. Come towards the camera, why not? I've already shuffled the tiles. So we found the Occupied House, and it does have an enemy there. The enemy is a Hunter Mob, which we do also have painted up. So the Hunter's Mob is there, and we are on them now. We entered the Occupied House tile. End a move on the Occupied House tile, we need to reveal card 8, and I believe that is immediately. So let me just go through this deck of cards and find number 8. There it is. And I shall read this to you. Can I get this in focus while zoomed in? A safe haven. You knock on the door from inside, a frail and elderly voice addresses you. A hunter, about time you showed up. It ain't safe out here for an old woman. Reckon you can take me someplace safe to visit for the night? Or to wait out the night, sorry. I can read sometimes. Place 1 survivor token on the occupied house space. Any hunter may pick this up and move out of that space. The token is returned if you die or teleport to the dream. End a move on the Odeon Chapel tile with the token to reveal card 9. So that's an active side quest that we'll just put to one side. Do I have a civilian token handy? I'm going to have to come over here and look for one. Yes, there we go, right there. Civilian token, occupied house. Now we don't know where the chapel is yet, so I don't necessarily need to go out of my way to take her yet. What we need to worry about is fighting the hunter mob. So let's pull back out a little bit. We've got the hunter card here, and we're going to engage them. I want to go for an insta kill. They can either hit me at speed 2 or the equal speed as I am. So we're going to go for 3+1 to kill them with 4. And they are doing a special. Their special is a slow rifle shot that has stun. We're going to dodge it by doing that and then discarding the card right after. So we discard the card, we dodge their attack because we're faster with that space. We do 4 damage to them. They are dead and we get 1 blood echo. So that is going to end our turn. So the turn track is moving up 1 and we're going to draw 3 new cards because I had no cards left to play. So end of turn. We drew a dodge, stagger, +1 damage. Stagger, pretty useless with the scythe because we're so slow, but that's okay. On that note, we're going to discard the stagger in order to move because we want to try and find Odeon Chapel, which is just somewhere in this pile. We're going to go to the left, which means unfortunately I need to move this insight token, so I guess I'll just move it up there for now. Let's see what we find. Courtyard lamp with 3 X's. That's awkward. Okay, we'll put it like this. I think we had another mission on the Courtyard lamp. End a move on the Courtyard lamp tile to reveal card 5. Yeah, we do. So that was 1, and then I'm going to go 2. So we have to reveal card 5. Card 5, there it is. This could be another person wanting saved. This is On the Hunt. Entering, you find a large mob of townsfolk all gathered around a blazing pyre constructed in the centre of the courtyard. Upon it lies the body of numerous scourge beasts. Suddenly from behind you hear shouting, "More infected!" as the mob begins to surround you. Surround the courtyard lamp with fog gates, spawn 1 hunter mob, and then complete this mission by slaying this hunter mob, reveal card 7. Is this a special hunter mob? Yes. Reveal card 6. What this is going to say is, because it always says this, is we're going to have to kill it twice, basically. It's going to have an insight marker on it, and it's going to have that taken away when you kill it the first time. Place 1 insight token on this card, or if 3+ hunters, place an additional one. When the hunter mob would be slain, instead remove the token and heal all of its damage. So, we need a hunter's mob again. In that case I did not move up there then, because it happened as soon as I came in. Fog gates appeared. In fact, I'll look out the fog gates and also the insight to put on his health. Alright, also moved in a little bit closer. So we're going to try and take away his bonus life, as it were, by doing exactly what we did to the other one. We got a +1 damage card, we're doing Arcane Cleave for 4 damage, and we can still dodge, depending on what he does. And he does a basic attack. We could technically use the pistol to stun that. His basic attack is speed 2. We can't really do much damage to him anyway. We'll have to transform our weapon next turn. Yeah, we're just going to dodge it, clear the slot, it clears. He does no damage to us, we do 4 damage to him. Normally we'd kill him, but because he has this insight protection, that gets removed, and now he has 4 health. And that is the end of the round, so he's going to attack us again, which is something I forgot to consider. If he does a basic, we'll stun him. He does his ability. Molotov Toss. At speed slow, move the hunter mob 1 away, and then we take 3 damage, because I can't dodge him. So we go over there, and we take 3 over 6 health, just like that. And that is the end of the round, so we immediately move the turn timer up 1 and draw 3 cards to begin again. Now thankfully, because we're still in scythe form, I could technically draw him in before doing anything else. We got a draw, and a stagger, which ain't great. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a basic 2, and because of our scythe, we pull him towards us before we do anything, and that has draw 1 on it, so we're going to draw a stagger. And we're going to hit him for 2 and hope that he's doing a basic. Ah, that's not good. He's doing a special, which is 4 damage at speed slow. We hit him first, but we don't stagger him, unfortunately. So we're going to hit him for 2 damage, leaving him with 2 damage. He's hitting us for 4, so unfortunately he does kill us. So we lose our blood echo just like that. And we disappear and go to the dream with nothing. And that is a wasted turn, which is very unfortunate. But it does mean we get to refresh our board. We're going to stay on the scythe side, and even though we put the turn timer up once more, he doesn't get full health back for one more turn after that, so we do still have time to kill him before there's a reset, which is exactly what we want. So turn timer up 1, we're immediately back. We have to do 2 damage to him, and then problem solved. We drew a stagger, a draw, and a damage. We're going to get rid of the stagger to move back into the fog gate and say, hello sir, I need to do 2 damage to you. We're going to do our basic /2 with a draw 1 in order to kill him and hopefully not do too much damage. Oh yeah, we went back to full health because we died. He is doing a basic attack. I'm going to refresh my pistol, or rather use my pistol. Flip it over. He is staggered, so he can't attack us. We attack him and he gets eviscerated, so put that to one side. We still have 2 cards left. When he dies, we draw card, reveal card 7. So let's do that. Card 7. So it's a large deck to look through. There we go. Card 7. On the hunt, distribute the hand lantern and Ludwig's rifle firearm amongst the hunters. Driven to a frenzy by the early stages of the infection, the town folks are compelled to partake in the hunt, believing that by eradicating the beasts, the plague will be quelled as well. From the remains you gather what useful items you can. So that's a side quest done that we kind of accidentally stumbled on. I'm going to look out these and we can take a look at them. So this is the hand lantern. We can use it up to teleport to any lantern space on the map, and then it refreshes if we go to the dream. So I'll just again put this to one side because it's part of our gear. You don't need to see it. It's okay, I can tell you when I use it. And this is Ludwig's rifle. When an enemy moves into your space, deal 2 damage to that enemy. So that's kind of handy because when I initiate with the scythe, I pull an enemy in and you could use this to instantly do 2 damage. Obviously we'd be missing the stagger, but my stagger's on cooldown right now, so I'm going to equip the new rifle, and when we go to the dream sometime I can always switch back. So we're going to take Ludwig's rifle and say thank you for the rewards. We still have 2 cards left, but enemies are refreshing when this turn ends. So I'm going to get rid of the dodge to move 2, and we're just going to try and find Odeon Chapel. And we're going to try and find it, I'll just put this to one side by going 1 and then walking into the tile up here. And the tile up here is... That is incredibly lucky. Enemy attacks suffer -1 speed while in this tile. So we found the chapel and we can connect it like... Yep, we can connect it like that. So now we know... Oh, so we do walk in here because that was my second part of the move. We know where to take her. Do we flip anything for finding that? No, we still need to find the ransacked house to find another side mission. Oh yeah, also this insight mission is done. So we create this little pile and we put it to one side because if we progress to the next chapter, finishing on the hunt might make a difference to things that happen in that chapter. So don't discard them. Keep completed hunts to the side, somewhere. There we go. I put it off to the left of the tiles there. So there's nothing that immediately triggers as soon as we have entered the Odeon Chapel. So we just want to go back and get the civvy, really. And enemies are immediately respawning when the turn rolls over. So we'll discard our last card. Actually, you know what? We'll discard our last card to go back to the Hunter's Dream. Because enemies are about to respawn anyway. There's some good cards waiting in the dream. And I already know which one I want. I want Swift. I'm going to buy a Swift card. And I'm going to get rid of a Stagger card for it. Because Stagger is rubbish with the Scythe. Because we're a slow weapon. It's very, very unlikely that we're going to ever be fast enough to make use of it, except on the other side of the sword, which I don't stay at for very long. So we're discarding this. We're going to shuffle this into my hand, and we're going to immediately come back to the central lamp. In fact, we might as well start at the Courtyard lamp because it's same distance, and all enemies are going to respawn. So the timer has reached the first red pip, hence the hunter mob respawning right at the occupied house. We want to save the civvy this turn. And I'm drawing my 3 cards now, and I think I know how to do it, but it will cost us Ludwig's rifle. We have drawn a draw 1, damage 1, and then the new Swift card. So we're going to initiate an attack because there's just one space between these two because the stairs link up. So we can draw in the mob, and we're going to do our speed 2 because that's the fastest they can draw. And we'll play just a basic on it, which has draw 1. So we'll draw 1 as well. He gets pulled in to our square because he's adjacent. We exhaust Ludwig's rifle to do 2 damage immediately because he moves on to our tile. Then we're hitting him at speed 2, and I know he's doing a basic because there's no other cards left in the monster AI deck. So his basic is at speed 2 as well, so he is going to hit us for 2. And I know I could have used the Swift to outspeed him there, but I feel like I need the Swift for other enemies. So we hit each other simultaneously. He dies for 2, and, well, sorry, he dies and gives 1 Blood Echo. He hits me for 2 damage and is removed. And that gives us still 3 cards to play with. We're going to discard the Stagger to move 2. 1, 2 to pick up the Civvy. And then we're immediately going to take her to Odeon Chapel by discarding the other 2 cards we have, because that would make us go 1, 2, 1, 2 with her. So we bring her into the chapel. We go to the safe haven. End a move on Odeon Chapel tile with the token. Reveal card 9. That is a very quick turn. But doing a side quest is what's important, because that's how we end the mission. And it is just chapter 1, so hopefully we wouldn't expect to have too bad a time in theory. The smell of beast warding incense fills your nose fills your nose as you enter the old chapel. The old woman thanks you for the kindness before taking refuge in another small band of townsfolk. Suddenly the chapel bell's magnificent stained glass window shatters as a scourge beast crashes through. Uh-oh. Reveal card 10. Surround Odeon Chapel with fog gates. Spawn 1 scourge beast. Oh no. Complete this mission by slaying the scourge beast and reveal card 11. So that overwrites that, but we also need to read card 10 because this is going to be a special scourge beast. And presumably it just gets to hit me because that's the end of my turn, which is very unfortunate. Well, actually, he would presumably spawn. Oh, but they moved 2. Yeah, so he will get to me. It's a ferocious scourge beast. Oh, and you have to kill him twice. He has the same thing where he has an insight token on him. Special is Blood Frenzy. Deals +2 damage if the scourge beast has damage on it. If he is slain, the hunter must dodge or suffer 3 damage. Oof. Okie dokie, that's a problem. So there we go, I've moved in a little bit, spawned the Scourge Beast, and as it said, or as I said rather, my turn ended right there, so presumably it gets a free swing because it just came in. It's not on my tile, but it will move and then attack. Hope, as it takes a fog gate with them, so it's going to move in after me. Had to shuffle the AI deck, so I've got no idea what it's doing. It's doing its ability, not its special, so that's good. His ability is flip another enemy action, it has +1 damage and stagger. Well, it's doing its special, which is Blood Frenzy. So it's hitting me for 3 damage, 4 because I can't discard a card because of stagger, so it actually just killed me. Which honestly isn't terrible, given that I need to refresh my gun anyway. So we're going back to the Dream Forcefully, we lose the Blood Echo we had. I'm going to have to shuffle my deck again because that's going to come off of there, as are the cards that we've used, which is just as well because I want to have a chance at getting that Swift back. The turn timer is going to move up again, so we have 3 turns to kill him twice. Oh yeah, that's the thing, I forgot to put a token on his card. We have to kill him twice, which is 8 damage in 3 turns. Well, sorry, technically 2 turns because on the third he would refresh. Not impossible. Definitely not impossible. Our gun is also back because we died. So we're going to come back. It doesn't matter because it's equal spaces. 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, actually, you know what it does, because I want to pull him onto my space. Like right now, he's threatening the civilian, like he's going to go ear. We're going to bust back in through the fog gate and show him why that's a bad idea. So we got the Swift and 2 basics. Well, we're going to discard one of the basics to step in 1. And then if I'm going to do the Ludwig's Rifle, I only need to do 2 damage. So, I mean, no, he's not going to do his special because it's been drawn. We're going to do our basic slash for 2. We're going to put in the draw 1. He's going to get pulled in because of the scythe. And he is doing a basic. So the scythe, the Ludwig's Rifle procs when he walks into my square. So he takes 2 damage. He's doing his basic, which is a quick swipe, unfortunately, so he's faster than me. So he's doing 2 damage, we just have to eat that. He's done 2 damage to us, of our 6 health because we came back with full health. We hit him for 2, that's a total of 4, so he's lost his insight token and now he just has 4 damage before he dies. I'm going to play this for damage +1 plus Swift. So we're doing a normally speed slow, but it's actually speed 2 now, 4 damage. And he is doing his special, which is Blood Frenzy. Oh dear. Well, Blood Frenzy is speed 3, deals +2 damage if the Scourge Beast has any damage on it. Now technically he doesn't have any damage on him because he's had his insight marker removed and he goes back to full health. When the Scourge Beast would be slain, instead remove 1 token and heal all damage. Yeah, he's not damaged right now, thank goodness, because that would have killed us. We take 2 damage, so we're left with, how much did we have? We had 4, so we've got 2 left. Okay, fair enough. Now the problem is, he's going to kill us simultaneously still. Because, okay, he swiped us, he's at full health, so we take 2 damage, we have 2 left. We smack him with an Arcane Cleave, which I just realised you can't see because we're still zoomed in. Zoom back out a bit. There you go. We're hitting him with a Swift Arcane Cleave for 4 damage. Boom, he's dead. If the Scourge Beast is slain, presumably the second part still applies, I have to dodge slow or suffer 3 damage. I can't dodge slow. So, well, no, it won't happen. It won't happen. I forgot our Arcane Cleave technically isn't slow speed, it's Swift made it +1, so it's fine, we hit first. Although it does say if it's slain it still does it. I'm not, honestly, I mean either way it does die and it's not going to be refreshed because we're not at a refresh turn, so it's either we get the Blood Echo for killing it or we don't. I'm going to say we do, but I'm actually not sure about that. But either way, it's only 1 Blood Echo. It shouldn't matter too bad. Let's remove him. Say we did it, because, well, I mean we did do it, it's just whether or not we get the reward. And we have to reveal card 11. Again, through, I think the first deck goes to 18 at most, I think. Surviving the night. Distribute 1 consumable and the Carl Rune Claw Mark amongst the hunters. The warding incense usually repels such beasts during the hunt for them to not only attack the chapel but also appear unaffected by the incense. There is something greater than mere instinct driving them this night. Okay, so that goes on top of Safe Haven, which I guess we'll just put the Ferocious on there as well because that's another insight mission done. So we've actually done 2 insight missions. Let's draw the consumable card, which I have shuffled ahead of time. Cold Do Blood, gain 1 Blood Echo. Okay, we have nothing in our hand, so we're sitting here regardless, but we have that, and Carl Rune Claw Mark. I don't quite remember what that is. There it is, Carl Rune Claw Mark. You can have 2 Carl Runes and 2 Hunter gear equipped to 1 Hunter. On attack, replace your stat card effect with +1 damage and stagger. Not great for our weapon, but a buff is a buff. We'll take it. And with that, let me clean up the fog gates and whatnot because we've rescued the civilian. So whether we died or not to that Scourge Beast, that was the end of our turn regardless, so the turn timer is going up by 1. We're just going to go to the dream, unfortunately, and then it's going to be 1 turn away from a reset, but I don't want to immediately go to the conclusion because I think we can do that now that we've done 2 side quests. I believe that counts as the insight we require. We haven't found the Ransacked house. So there's still another side mission to find, which in turn will give us more loot and potential upgrades that we then use to do the layer chapters easier, because each campaign is 3 chapters, unless you include some of the stretch goal ones from Kickstarter. So, we are starting our turn, we're 2 away from a reset. We are immediately going to use our Cold Blood Dew to give us a Blood Echo, so we have 2 of the 3 we can hold. We only have 2 health left. So we're going to immediately discard a stagger to move 2. We're going to place a tile above the Odeon Chapel. And it is actually the Ransacked house. Amazing. So the Ransacked house is smack dab there. We did walk in. Unfortunately for us, there is a hunter mob and a Scourge Beast. And 2 treasure, I mean. Which I'll get in a second because I didn't have those handy. Now, we got in there, does that mean we do a card reveal? End a move on the Ransacked house tile. Yes, not the square, on the tile. We reveal card 12. Let's look for card 12. There it is immediately. Card 12 it is. It's a mission. It's another rescue mission. As you enter the Ransacked house, you catch sight of a young girl hiding in the corner with monsters stalking her. Once these creatures are dispatched, she can be rescued. Place 1 survivor token on the Ransacked house. Interact with the survival token to reveal card 13. Well, unfortunately we just walked into there. We're immediately discarding a card, doesn't really matter what because we're going to reset anyway, to teleport to the Hunter's Dream, to spend on upgrades, refresh our health, refresh our board, etc. I'm going to take a little minute to think about what I want to buy with our 2 upgrade points, but I'll cover that when we're back. Alright, so I've technically already put ourselves back on the board, but we're still technically doing stuff in the dream as well. So the turn timer has moved up 1 with us starting a new round. I have purchased Bloodthirsty, so +1 damage on kill, draw 1, heal 1. And then also Rallying, we're going full aggressive build. +1 damage after attack, whether it kills or not, heal 2. So I'm going to shuffle these into the deck, and I got rid of the other 2 stagger cards, so there's no basic stagger cards left in my deck, because you're not allowed more than 12 cards, you have to discard to buy a new one, or to make room for a new one rather, and that's what I decided to do. So my ideal action this turn, and we are coming back with a refreshed rifle, we're staying on the scythe side, I want to kill either the Scourge Beast or the Hunter Mob, because then, oh no, but then we hit a Rallying, a respawn, I mean, I don't think I can kill both of them in one turn. I don't think I can. Either way, we get to draw a hand, and that will help us decide. So, the hand we've drawn is, we drew Rallying, Dodge, Dodge. I'd have to discard 1 dodge to get within 1. We could pull one of them in, kill them, then we have nothing left. Yeah, we have nothing left. I should let them come to me, but they're immediately refreshing is the problem. So, I think we're just going to burn a turn, and I don't want 2 dodges in my hand, so we're going to get rid of this one, and then I'm just going to walk backwards and then forwards, and then we're just going to keep the other 2 in our hand and draw up. So the turn is going to end, normally because the tile was adjacent, the beast would move 2, so it would move into there, and the mob would move there, but then we immediately hit a respawn point, so they would vanish and reappear right where they are. That does also mean that the other enemies would respawn. I don't have another hunter mob that's painted, unfortunately, so we'll just have to bung that there. They're annoying to paint just because of they're on the bases already. So we're going to draw a new card. Now my ideal scenario, because we are getting through our time, that's roughly the halfway, or exactly the halfway point, I think. And I drew a draw 1. I would like to do the side quest and then go to the finale, is my hope. It's definitely going to take us at least 2 turns to do this. And we'll probably have to fight a souped up Scourge Beast. I actually don't remember. Like, genuinely, I don't remember. Alright, well anyway, let's try and do this. We're going to discard the basic to walk 2. And go 1, 2. And say, hello gentlemen. I've come to save the child. And we can kill Scourge Beasts. They both have 4 HP, unfortunately. Chances, who's more quick? Who is more likely to be faster than me? They're both more likely. Well, I would say the Scourge Beast is more likely to be faster than me. I'm going to engage with the Scourge Beast. Oh no, but if I engage him, I can pull him in for 2 free damage. Well, that's tricky. Well, now we have to do the Arcane Sleeve to kill him. Cleave, rather. So we'll bung that in. It's doing +1 damage, and then after the attack I'm going to heal 2. We're drawing the Scourge Beast to us with the Scythe's power. We're immediately shooting him with the rifle. Well, I don't need to shoot him with the rifle because it's going to be a one-shot. So no, there's no point. We'll leave the rifle. He's hitting us with a basic attack, which is speed 3, 2 damage. He smacks us for 2 damage. We smack him for 4. We heal the 2 damage that he would have done. So we just take our Blood Echo, and he is well and truly splatted. Goodbye. Then, we only have a dodge card left. I can initiate an attack, draw him in. Yeah, I think you can use the dodge card to attack, it's just you don't get the dodge effect, I think. Wasn't still 100% clear on that. We're going to initiate a slash, but without doing the dodge, we're doing the attack, which I hope is correct. We're drawing him in, so he gets pulled to our space. We're using Ludwig's rifle this time, so he takes 2 damage regardless of what happens. And then he is doing a... oh, there's only 1 card left. A basic. His basic is speed 2, 2 damage. As far as I'm aware, you don't get the dodge. Oh, but it's on the square though, so wouldn't you? And then you clear the slot afterwards. I don't know if you can use the dodge while initiating an attack. I'm still not 100% clear on that, honestly. I don't remember how we were playing it when we played online. We had to house rule a couple of things that were a bit unclear, but that might not matter for now. Presumably you can do a dodging slice, right? I mean, it's a thing you can do in the game. I'm gonna, like, it's probably not gonna matter, So either way, he takes the last 2 damage and he dies. Either he did 2 damage to us and died, or he did nothing to us and died. So the outcome does not change because he would not kill us. So we cleared the space, but we have to end our turn there regardless. And I'm going to get rid of these unpainted ones and put him there. So we are going to end our turn there because we need to draw more cards. We're going to immediately put up the turn timer by 1. And then we're going to draw 3 cards. And we're going to loot and talk to that lady. We drew a draw 1, a clear slot, and a swift. We're going to discard the draw 1 again. Oh yeah, you must be able to get the dodge, right? Oh no, dodge has a different border around it to the description on the cards, so you probably couldn't. I'm going to say he hurt us for 2. I don't think that's right. I think you can either dodge or attack by using a slot. So we're going to move 2, and that means we interact with this lady. I guess I should do that first in case we need to do anything else, which is card number 13. Card number 13, here we are. Unlucky for some. Rescue! You approach the girl cautiously. Suddenly she bursts past you, darting out into the street, her eyes wide with fear. Move the survivor token 4 spaces, not tiles, spaces away. She may reveal tiles during this move. At the end of each turn, she moves 1 space away from the nearest hunter, but no longer reveals tiles. Complete this mission by ending a move on the space with the survivor token and having no enemies pursue into that space. So she moves 4 spaces away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if she went there, that mob is still going to pursue because they're next door to her. Okay, so I need to catch up with her and she's going to move 1 away each turn. That's awkward. Well, I'll chase her. Actually, I can chase her by teleporting to the lamp she ran to. So I'm going to have to end my turn anyway. Let's just discard the Swift, which is a good card. I hate getting rid of it, but I'm going to discard it to loot 1. We're going to loot that one, which is going to respawn soon anyway. We'll come back around here because my consumable deck is over here. We found sedatives. Draw 1 card, remove 1 frenzy. I think I'm going to immediately use that to draw 1 and see what we get. On kill, draw 1, heal 1. Okay, hang on a second. We can keep this turn going. I'm going to use the hand lantern, so until I die or go back to the dream willingly, it's off. The teleport right here, and we can't do the mission because that mob is close enough to pursue, so we're going to kill it because it's 1 square away, so I can pull it in. And we're going to do bloodthirsty, so we insta kill it. Well, we don't insta kill it, he's going to get to attack us. Oh, I forgot to clear that slot afterwards. He is doing a... Oh, I need to shuffle the AI deck. We don't know what he's doing. It could be anything, even a boat. There we go, shuffled. He's doing his ability, which is Molotov Toss. At speed 3 before the hunter's attack, moving 1 away, all hunters in the space must dodge 2 or suffer 3 damage. Well, unfortunately we don't kill him, but we can dodge with the card I drew. He would have been pulled in, but then it said it moved away 1, right? Yeah. He moved away 1. The turn unfortunately ends, so he's going to once again walk in and then get a free hit on us, which I don't like, but that's the way it works. He is doing his special, which is a rifle shot, so he does 4 damage to us and kills us. Actually, I forgot that we weren't at full health. Oh yeah, because I took that 2 damage off because I decided that seemed to be the best way to do it. So unfortunately he killed us, and that's going to advance the turn timer once more. Let me get this cleaned up a little bit because our hand lantern's going to refresh now. We can come back immediately there, so we can still catch the lady. Oh no, but she has to move, doesn't she? At the end of each turn she moves 1 away from the nearest hunter, but the nearest hunter isn't on the map right now because I died. So I'm going to say she stands still. There's technically no hunter on the map right now, we're in the hunter's dream, so... So at the start of a new turn we have no blood echoes again, because we keep dying. I'm going to draw 3 cards and we're going to annihilate this guy. I came back on the courtyard space, because that's how it works. And let's see what we drew. We drew Swift, Rallying and Basic. Not a bad hand. Sorry, I just realised I didn't shuffle all 12 of my cards. There's some there to put to one side that were discarded. There we go, that'll do. So we're back immediately on him, and we're going to try and kill him. We know his special is done. There's a potential that he'll draw another special. The ability's done, so we know it's definitely a basic or a special. It's more likely to be a basic. I'm going to take his basic and hope that he does it, because we're going to heal 2 afterwards by rallying. So he is doing a basic. Smacks us for 2 damage, we smack him for 4, after attack heal 2, so we actually don't take any damage because we immediately heal it. He dies, we get 1 blood echo. Now do I need to end in our space? Yes I do. In that case we'll discard a dodge to walk onto our space. There's no enemies in pursuit distance, so that means we can reveal card 14. And then after this I think we're going to go for the finale, because we're running out of time on the track at this point, unfortunately. Because I've died like 3 times. Rescued the grip girl's arm, keeping her from further flight. I'm not infected, please let me go, she pleads, tugging at your grip. Now that she is close, the girl does indeed reek of the beast's stench, though whether this is from the plague or the blood covering her is undeterminable. Choose one to complete the mission. Strike the girl down, reveal card 15, spare her and order her to flee, reveal card 16. Now I know from us doing this campaign online, striking her down is the right choice. Because she is infected. So I'm going to do that. I'm sorry, I don't want to see what happens if I leave her, if I let her live. Mercy is not always the best option. So what is this? Card 16. Now that said, when we eventually get to dealing with like the chapel and Oeska's, or whatever her name is, her clinic, I'll side with her this time because we didn't when we were doing that. But this particular quest, Moment of Mercy. The hunter that completes this mission gains 1 consumable and the Carl Rune Eye. You lock eyes with the young girl and glimpse her humanity and feet. Wait, what? I took the wrong card, sorry. I just read the wrong card. It's 15 if you strike her down, I'm sorry. I thought it was 15 if you spared her. I thought like spare would be the first option, strike down was the second. Ignore that didn't happen. Time Stone. Merciless Conviction, that's the one. Blood Echo and Blood Rapture. Once claimed by the Beast Plague, there is no cure and no mercy may be granted when it comes to the infected. Had you not taken the action you did, who knows what threat she may have potentially become. We cannot take chances. That's the one. So our consumable card we got is an antidote, potentially good for the future. Draw 1 card and remove 1 poison. So we have that in our repertoire. And the Carl Rune Blood, I don't remember what that is. Let me just quickly look through this. Carl Rune Blood Rapture, sorry, that's what it's called. Blood Rapture. On kill, draw 1, heal 1. That's really good. We'll definitely hold on to that. That's our 2 Carl Runes equipped though, so we can't equip any more. And with that, the completion of Merciless Conviction, it's done. We have done the 3 side quests available, I think. And we're 1 away from a respawn point, or sorry, a reset point. We have 1 card left in our hand. Obviously this civilian token goes away because some horrible monster murdered her. We're gonna trigger the end because I don't remember what the end is. I think it's a souped up Scourge Beast, but I don't quite remember. We're gonna use the hand lantern to teleport to the central lamp, which is right there, and we meet the criteria. End the move on the central lamp after you've collected at least 2 insight. We have 3. Reveal card 2. Source of the Scourge. Your senses flare at the sound of rapid moving claws. You turn just in time as a Scourge beast much larger than the rest leaps at you, its eyes glowing a haunting blue. I painted one of them with blue eyes specifically for this moment. Where is he? There he is. The blue-eyed white dragon. Reveal card 3. Surround the central lamp, with Foggate. Spawn 1 Scourge beast. Complete the hunt by slaying the beast. Okay. So the lamp is broken there, so we'll just bung it there instead. And we reveal card 3 instantly. Place insight tokens on this card. 1 because of number of hunters. When he would be slain, okay, so instead of 4 health, he has 8. All tokens are returned on a reset point. Replace its ability with Vicious. It makes 1 quick swipe attack, it can't be staggered, deals +1 damage and staggers and stuns. It's pretty scary. Very scary, in fact. So did we have 1 card left in our hand? There's no point hitting him because he's about to fully heal, and this is where it can kind of work out poorly timing-wise in the game. I'm going to discard this card, go back to the dream, and that moves up the token 1 more time, right? Which is 1 away from a reset. There's no point coming back on a reset because the boss is going to go to full health. We have 1 Blood Echo to spend,
I'm gonna buy an Invigorate and just get rid of a normal dodge for that. So that's all you need to know. And then we're going to burn a turn by not coming back. Or I guess you can say we came back and then immediately left for no reason, because the next turn along is a reset turn and we don't want to fight the boss prior to it resetting. So technically 2 turns are about to happen, but I'm going to do some cleanup and then we're going to try and kill this boss. Alright, so everything's set up, fog gates, etc. We technically shouldn't be there, sorry, we should be in Odeon Chapel because he's taken over that area there, and there is no lamp in there currently. All the enemies are respawned, but it doesn't matter because we're just going after the boss. Everything is refreshed. We have 3 turns to kill him twice, or we lose. Oh, and I also totally forgot that rallying card was there, unfortunately, so I need to very quickly shuffle this deck again, because I didn't see that there was still a card on my whipping slot. And we're going all out because we've got to do 8 damage in 3 turns. We've got rallying back, basic and basic dodge. Sorry, basic attack and basic dodge. They're all basic. I should stop calling them that. So, we spawn back in at Odeon Chapel because it's the closest lamp, because we can't just spawn where he is. I don't think I'm going to go for dodging. I think I'm going to go for killing. So we're going to discard the dodge to walk in. Only 1 though, because we can use Ludwig's rifle for a cheeky 2 damage. And that means for his first life we only need to do 2. So I'm going to do rallying on my slow speed. So we're going to pull him in with the scythe, 2 damage, boom. We're hitting him for 3, which is enough to kill him once. So we need to see what he does. He's doing his basic attack, so he is hitting us for 2 damage at speed very fast. He hits us for 2, we heal for 2 on the attack. We kill him once, so the insight token that I forgot to put on his card anyway is removed. And he's down to 4 health remaining. So all that matters is if he doesn't stun us. Now let me see here, what cards have we already drawn? Basic, basic, special, ability. We know he's either going to do special or basic, because that's the only 2 cards left in the... His special would be speed 2, and it staggers. Wait, does it stagger? No, he just does extra damage. He would do a maximum of 4, which we can live through. If he does a quick swipe, he does 2 damage, which we also live through, so that's fine. That is fine, we'll take the hit. We're going for the kill. Basic would be easier. Special, of course. So the special is, even if this attack is dodged or staggered, the hunter must dodge again or suffer an additional 2 damage. So he hits us for 2, then he does a follow-up and hits us for 2 again. 4 damage done to us, we have 2 left, and then with our slow as anything scythe, we cleave him down the centre. He splits into anime style and gets destroyed. That wasn't so bad now, was it? Considering he was a pack alpha. Reveal card 4. Prey slaughtered, Scourge Alpha. Distribute the Blood Rune Shard and the Carl Rune Moon amongst the hunters. The beast lets out one final roar before slumping to the ground. In the distance, you spot a group of creatures seemingly watching the fight. Readying yourself for the attack, you instead find them turning and bounding off deeper into the district. Bloodstone Shard, Carl Rune Moon, which is fun and annoying to say at the same time. So Carl Rune Moon is that one. When you die, keep 1 Blood Echo instead. I don't know if I want to equip that. I mean, we hold on to it as a potential equipment option, but I don't want to use it currently, so we're going to say no to that for now. And Bloodstone Shard. Oh, there it is. I didn't get to use this when we did this online, but one of my friends did, and I remember what it does. Place on an attack slot, may switch it when you transform the weapon. While on that attack slot deals +1 damage. In other words, these super slow ones for our scythe could potentially do 5 damage, which is pretty amazing. And it doesn't, like in the game, when you spend a Bloodstone Shard to upgrade a weapon, it's just gone. In the board game, when you transform your weapon, you can decide, actually I want it on this slot. So that's really good. We're going to put that on an Arcane Cleave to remember that it's there. And that does complete Chapter 1 of the Long Hunt successfully. As you go into Chapter 2, you keep everything you've earned. If you die in Chapter 2, you're technically supposed to go right back to the start of Chapter 1. I'm not sure we'll do that. Just as advanced warning, we'll go back to the start of Chapter, for sure. But I don't think we'll be going back to the start of Chapter 1. Because there's a lot of chapters and campaigns in the game. But Chapter 1 is done. That would immediately move us on to Chapter 2's card, which is Chapter 2's card, which we'll be seeing next time. I probably need to paint up some more miniatures. But there's the setup for Chapter 2, and then it also has some special rules and some other things to earn. But we'll worry more about that next time. Hope you enjoyed some more Bloodborne, the board game. Apologies if I ever called it Blood Bowl at any point. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. It's time for now.